The latest print is lower than economists' expectations of around 3%. The main drivers behind the latest annual inflation rate of 2.9% included housing and utilities, miscellaneous goods and services, as well as food, alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Transport was the only negative contributor to the latest number.
The downside surprise relative to our forecasts to a large extent came from food prices, which declined on a month-on-month basis by 0.5%. So this implies significant relief for consumers, with inflation now reasonably low and lower than the income growth of most consumers, and then specifically food inflation being quite low, which is of course one of the major non-discretionary spending items. So this is supportive of the recovery that we expect to see in consumer spending in the coming months.
Inflation has ticked up slightly. It still remains far away from the midpoint of the Reserve Bank's 3 to 6% inflation target range. Given the external factors, market players are uncertain about what the bank's next interest rate move will be come January next year. Moolman says there is scope for further interest rate cuts.
Reserve Bank, this confirms that there is scope to ease monetary policy with further interest rate cuts.
FNB expects inflation to remain around 3% in December, with mostly pressure driven by higher fuel prices and potentially core inflation with a new survey outcome on housing costs. The bank says food inflation could remain subdued. Diabosito, SABC News, Johannesburg.